Plenty of weather to talk about headed into your weekend, and we're tracking it all now on Weather Center Live. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm meteorologist Liana Brackett.
And I'm meteorologist Nick Walker. Let's start this hour with the big picture. And
you can be very dangerous. You need to have a way to get those warnings, have your phone charged as well. Taking a look at our future radar, starting at 4 p.m. this evening, we'll start seeing the surge of moisture lifting up from the south into the northern part of the country. We do have a secondary push of storms from the north to the south, impacting Little Rock by Saturday evening. Now that will churn through the southeast, impacting Birmingham, and then watch what it does to New Orleans. Again, it's the overnight hours that we're dealing with, Saturday night into Sunday morning. So if you're planning on hitting the roads at these times, you definitely need to take the necessary precautions. Little Rock, Arkansas, we're starting off at 3 p.m., starting to see the first signs of stormy activity by closer to 8 p.m. Then that's that large wave, a lot of energy headed your way. By 10 p.m., this is what it looks like. And by midnight, it's completely scooting off to the east. So it's a very quick hit of severe weather, but it's still going to be packing a punch quite a bit. Starting around noon for Shreveport and Texarkana, is working our way through the afternoon. All that surface heating is going to help instigate more thunderstorms. It really gets very active in the late evening and, of course, overnight hours, unfortunately. By 1 a.m. Shreveport, it's impacting you. Again, parts of I-49 as well as I-20 also impacted by that heavy rain and those thunderstorms. Birmingham, Alabama, you have that shot for the afternoon thunderstorms Saturday. They continue into Saturday night before they taper off by Sunday. You still have showers expected for Sunday, and expect another whopping of rain picking up through the day. And then Sunday night, that's when you dry out. So that's good news to see that it's going to be kind of a quick shot, Nick, but unfortunately again. Now overall, we have to head out west to even see it. We have this swirling mass. It's very, very cool looking. I mean, whoa, you can even see a ripple up there. You see that little secondary surge? That's actually very cool. I digress. So that's the storm system that's going to be pushing east, and we'll watch as already we're seeing some snow pop up on radar. Look at this. This is where that snow is. There's the little secondary push up there, and we do have some sprinkles of snow showers out into the plains. But overall, we're talking about even more kicking up, and this is the location of that low that's going to be heading across the plains. It's going to allow these strong jet stream winds to dig a little bit farther to the south, but at the surface, we're looking at a lot of moisture lifting up from the south into the north. That cold, that warm air and that moisture is going to be overriding some cold air in place, bringing in a blanket of snow across the northern tier of the plains. So you can still expect a good couple of inches still to expect, but we'll touch on that in just a moment. But timing it out, starting by Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Time, we see the first signs of snow. Rapid City getting it first. Sioux Falls going from maybe a potentially icy situation to mostly snow, and then a mix of rain and snow, and then Minneapolis seeing some snow as well before we see purely snow through Sunday 6 a.m. And it continues to scoot down towards the south. Omaha also getting some of that snow as well. Now you might see a little bit of snow even south of Davenport, but from here all the way up towards Bismarck, from tomorrow through Sunday morning, you can expect 1 to 3 inches of snow. And overall, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, tomorrow into Sunday, you're going to definitely expect that start of snow picking up by 5 p.m. Nick, and then it just continues through Sunday morning. So we have a long duration. I mean, it's nice little short spurt of snow through the weekend, but it's your weekend.
Yeah, and it is going to be moving eastward too. You know, earlier we had some
severe weather looming ahead in just a matter of hours. So things start off really quiet. We're starting at Saturday, and we're starting to work our way through Saturday afternoon. And unfortunately, we do have some cells that do potentially look kind of tornadic as we get into 8 p.m. And again, just like Nick mentioned, things are going to get severe into the overnight hours. So again, this is the time to start preparing, because you do not want to be caught off guard in the middle of the night when you are sleeping. We're going to take a closer look at Little Rock. Yes, you have that shot for thunderstorms starting Friday night all the way into Saturday night. So a good 24 hours to stay alert. So this is the time to keep an eye to the sky, because things can change quickly and dramatically. Starting off with Shreveport and Texarkana through Saturday evening, that's when we'll start seeing the activity just to the north. In Texarkana, you might see some showers push through, but as we get into midnight, that's when it swoops down towards Shreveport, impacts I-20, impacts I-40, and it's going to linger, bringing in the shot for thunderstorms across the area into the wee hours of Sunday morning. Montgomery, also another spot we're keeping a close eye on. As we start off at noon tomorrow, we start seeing the first signs of cells becoming a little active. This little guy out towards Selma, that's almost looking a little tornadic, and models can actually pick up on that. As we take a look, as we get into Sunday morning, things once again start bubbling up. We might see something bow out as we get into Montgomery. So not only are we worried about the threat for isolated tornadoes and hail, but again, very strong, devastating winds can push through and cause lots of damage. And this is taking us into Sunday morning. So when you wake up, things can be very different from when you went to bed on Saturday night.